Hello farmers and welcome back to American Falls. It is bright and early in the month of January. Well, okay, it's early. It's not bright yet. It's only 6 a.m. But it's time to sell the silage. The money is up to $214,000. I don't remember where we were at the end of the last episode. I don't think I've done actually any contract work. Let me go in. I don't think I've done I don't think any contracts have come up. Yeah, I haven't done any contracts since October. So I think that's all I haven't done anything in between. Just nothing has come up. But anyways, it's time to sell the silage. If we go to our time-saving stock check, our stock market page, as I like to call it, silage. Yeah, we should be getting, nearly $136,000 plus that, because I got some of the trailer that does not count, and also doesn't count for our environmental score bonus. So maybe $160,000 worth of silage we got to sell. So I'm going to go ahead and start selling that. And by the way, some of you probably already know, if you got the Lambert trailer pack like I did, there was an update to it like a day or so ago. I logged in and I could not find my Lambert trailer. It's because I didn't have one, apparently. When you update the mod, I guess the old trailer disappeared, so I had to rebuy the Lambert trailer, I guess. So for that looks a little bit different, that's the reason why it is a new trailer. It didn't cost me nothing, I just reimbursed myself the money for the trailer. So just be aware, if you have the Lambert trailer and you see that it has an update to it, my trailer disappeared. Yeah, so there's that. Also, someone did tell me about the silo bunker over at the sheep farm. Apparently someone said that was modded for alfalfa. But yeah, it would not take grass. So I went onto the test map for American Falls, and I tried it on out, and yes, it does take alfalfa in that silage pit, but it won't take grass. But if you delete it like I did and put down the base game one, it will take, of course, grass, and it will take alfalfa. So I'm not really sure what's going on there. And also, news I should tell you about American Falls, Lancey Boy is currently in the process of making some updates to American Falls, and he will put the updated version into Giants for testing once Stone Valley passes the console test that it's out for. My guess the reason for that is just to make sure all the shaders and everything passes on Stone Valley, because I'm pretty sure he's using most of the shaders here on American Falls. So if it passes on Stone Valley on console, American Falls, when it goes through testing, it should zip right on through. Yeah, we all know Giants. But I have seen some pictures of the updates. It's pretty cool for the winter months. But anyways, I need to get selling the silage. This is going to take me a little bit. Usually takes me about 20 or 25 minutes. I am going to have to lease, and I'll do that with you guys right here. I'm going to have to lease the belt system for doing the silage pit on the other side. And we're going to do this one here. And this one will just pick it right up off the ground. I don't need the other belt for it. So let's go ahead and lease that. It's $4,000. Oh, it's only $2,000. Okay, so that's fine. We're going to lease that, and we are good to go. So I think that brings us up to date on American Falls and everything I have tested in between episodes. So when I come back with you guys, let's see if we just add like 100. We'll just say 150,000. Wow, I should be up near $360,000, and hopefully the sun will be coming up pretty soon. And then we got to go on and start selling the flour. Oh, I didn't check on the flour. It should be this month. Where's the flour? The price is... Oh, I need to do that right away because it's better than the price last year. But silage first. So anyways, I'm going to get started on this. And by the way, the fermenting silo has gone through and processed all the grass that was in there. So it's all silage. So let's go sell our first load. Like I said, I do the rest off cam. I will say though, even though it's nearly 6 a.m., you think the sun will be rising here probably in about 3 hours or so, being December. It is very dark. What's it saying? Oh, it's always darkest before the dawn, something like that. Anyways, let's just mosey on over here. Probably should have my beacons on as well. This doesn't have a gate where it's going to be closed, is it? No, it doesn't. Okay. After being down at the store a few times and seeing that's closed. Oh, I'm not going to be able to get the belt because the store is closed. Well, I'll find a way. Maybe the belt's light enough I can lift it up and over the wall. I may have to do that. Plus, I need at least the trailer for the flour. Well, anyways, it's going to take me a moment to sell all this silage, so I will see you in a little bit. Well, this should be our last trip I need to make over here to the sheep farm to get the last load of silage. We are up to $361,000. I did splurge a little bit. I spent $600 on a light over here because without this light right there, I couldn't see a darn thing what I was doing. No lights on the belt. Don't ask questions how I got the belt out of the store with the gate closed. That's a trade secret. Let's back up. I think the rest will fit in here. Whoops. Pull forward a little bit. I will fast forward. It's only another hour until the store does open. And then we'll lease the trailer to be able to sell the flour. Am I going to get all this in? Bunker silo is empty. Okay, so I still got silage on the belt. So I'm going to want to sell that. I don't know how many liters can go on the belt. Maybe like 3,000. All right, let me go sell this, and I'll have to come back and get the rest of the silage, I guess, and then we'll return the belt. And the last 3,058 liters of silage to be sold. And that took a lot longer than I thought. I think I said about 25 minutes or so. It's taking me just about an hour filling up and traveling. Takes a while. But yeah, everything's sold, and we're up to $371,000 in the bank account. Let's just go ahead. First off, not like it's going to matter, but let me go ahead and return the belt. I don't want to forget about that. Let's return that. And let's fast forward time. I was going to do the flour right at 8 o'clock, but let's go ahead and get it to daylight hours. Okay, so 8 o'clock, that's good enough. We can all see a little bit better. Let's go in and lease a low boy, shall we? Low loader. And I think last year I got myself a dolly and a low loader, but we don't have that many pallets this year. So we'll get the dolly one. Dolly trailer. Lease that for $1,200. It's worth it. We got like $16,000 worth of flour to sell. So I'm going to return our Lambert trailer back at the farmyard over here. And we'll go down to the store, we'll grab the autoloader low loader. We'll go pick up the flour and sell that, well, somewhere. I don't know where it's got to go, but we'll find out. And hooray, the gate is open. Let's grab our low loader. And we'll go pick up our flour. Just hoping I don't have to back up anywhere with this because it ain't going to happen. Usually we just sell it right across the street just about, so I'm hoping that's all that we need to go to. Cut down on our travel time. Sneak in here. Is this the... No, this is not right. Nope, wrong area. Come here often? Not really. Not in the past week or so. We haven't been down here. Alright, so it's this entryway. And I'll make sure I get all the flour that has not spawned yet either. That's what I forgot to do last season. Is that going to be full? Okay, we can grab that. There are a couple contracts, plowing contracts, but those have been there for a while. Meanwhile, flour needs to go to Johnson's Market. Where is Johnson's Market? Okay, so someplace I have not been to before? Let's spin around here. Like I said, about 16 grand plus our bonus score that we get. Actually, I probably got more close to 20 pallets, and I got 10 on here, so maybe one more trip, a full trip at least. But we do have enough cash to buy ourselves that property we've been looking at for over a year now at this point. And someone did leave a good comment about I could plant corn in that field, because we do need a good amount of it for the pigs, which, by the way, next month they should have their first set of offspring. As you can tell, I really know where I'm going here. Let's see here. Do I want to zip through here, through the dairy? Well, we'll cut through the backyard here a little bit. And flour should go in. So the first load brings us in, well, almost 8 grand. And we definitely got one more trip for sure. So another 8 grand coming up, and there might be like a pallet or two left after that. I'm just trying to find a better way to get in here rather than the way I did. Alright, so turn after the dairy basically, where it says fresh produce. Alright, let's go get another load of flour, shall we? A full load and a little extra. We got the 3 extra pallets on top. Saves us a trip. So should get just a little bit more than we did the first time around. A good amount of this flour actually came from the contract I did last fall harvesting wheat. I think it was wheat. So just shy of $400,000 in the bank account, but we're going to spend $275,000 that here in just a moment. We'll let the traffic go by. I'm going to drop off the trailer actually at the store before I return it this time, because we're going right by there anyways. But before we buy the property, I think we're going to go right on to the month of February. And then we'll go ahead and purchase the land. I want to get to February because we want to see the little piglets running around. We should have piglets in February. And since no contracts really do pop up, or fresh ones, new ones, in the winter months, we'll just skip right on through. So let me swing into the store here. We'll drop this off, just like that, and now we will actually return it. You don't really have to bring it back to the store, as you know, but we're going right by here. Alright, I'm going to go back to the farm. I'm going to rest up, just going to check on all the animals. I think the birds are the only ones I got to give feed to. I think the pigs and the sheep are fine. If you missed it, we sold the goats last episode. And it's not like the goats are not worth it. They would be if the pen was compatible with goat's milk, which it's not. So that's the only reason why the goats are not worth it currently. I mean, maybe they would be if I were to grow them and, well, let them mature and sell them. We'd probably get a little bit of a profit off of them. But definitely not worth it when you're giving them feed to begin with. I'd rather just have a whole bunch of sheep giving us wool. But anyways, I shall see you in the morning of February. I guess 8 o'clock will be good. We can get right to work. And yeah, we'll have to start taking care of our new field that we're going to purchase. Well, good morning, farmers. It is February, and I think I see a little piglet running around here. We are up to 54 pigs. Oh, wow. So we went from 6 up to 54. Let's check on their... I better check on their feed now, because they're going to require a lot more moving forward. Oh, yeah, we also got some new sheep as well. We got some lambs running around. We do have a young ram. Maybe we should be selling it. But maybe we'll let it grow, mature up, and then we'll sell them. get a little bit more cash for them because they're not really taking up that much space right there right now. As for yearly food, 66,000 liters. That's quite a bit. And they're going to reproduce again in 4 more months, I would assume. I don't think there's going to be a month off here. We'll have to wait and see. Currently, their value is $297. I think someone said $1,100, possibly the bigs can be. Sounds... I guess all depends on what mode you're playing on. Is if it's on easy, medium, or difficult, maybe the price of the animals will change. I'm not too sure. But for today, they're looking good. Anywho, let's get over to our vulture. I got the soil sampler ready to go. I got the spreader ready to go to spread lime. But we do have some snow on the ground. I am noticing I got a couple of problems with a few of my sheds. These sheds are good. No snow in the sheds whatsoever. But maybe the wind was blowing this way because I got snow inside the sheds here and there as well. And of course I just dumped all the fertilizer out because I needed to put lime into it. But let's head on down to our field, which has, well, it's not our field yet, but it does have rye. You think I would know this by now because they replanted the same thing. Is that rye? Please tell me it's rye. It is. Yeah, so we're targeting this field. While we're here, let's go ahead and buy it anyways. Is that 273,984? Expected yield potential 115%. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna buy that piece of land right now, which leaves us $115,000. Now I do have ways to spend the money. We could do a couple of things with it. We are gonna need a weed sprayer. I've been leasing it for the first 5 years. Okay, we're in year number 5, and yeah, every time I lease it, of course, I put herbicide in there, but then I can't unload the herbicide for some reason, so I kind of lose money that way a little bit. So maybe we'll buy the weed sprayer this year. I mean, I could use the Bredel spreader for lime, but since we got a spreader that can do it, it's just more convenient to have a separate spreader. I could buy another Kubota as well to match this one. But yeah, it's just kind of convenient just to grab a spreader, not to unload your fertilizer or lime to put the other material in. But yeah, I think the first thing I would purchase would be the See & Spot weed sprayer. That would probably cost us around 80 grand, leaving us roughly about 30,000. And I'm also thinking this year maybe we'll start nibbling away. We do have a $300,000 loan. I could always pay off like 5 grand here, 5 grand there. It's not like I gotta save it all up and pay it all off at once. But another field would be nice. Of course, the more fields, the more products or production you can have, more grain to sell. And also, I was testing this, but maybe also buy the BGA. I went over to the BGA on the test map just to double check to make sure. Yeah, the BGA you can't sell there. It's kind of like the grain mill. Yeah, you can't sell there until you buy it, basically. And by then, once you buy the BGA, you're not really selling it there. You're going to use the BGA, and it's relatively cheap. The BGA is only like 120,000. It's not one of those where you got to buy the land and then buy the production building. You just got to go ahead and buy the land, and the production building is yours. So, of course, anything I bring over there will be made into electricity. All right, so here we are. I do have narrow tires on for the crop. Let me get the map up. And I kind of forgot what soil sampler I have here. All right, so I don't have the big one here. It's got, well, it's still a pretty big one. I think it's double the size from the base game. So let's go somewhere like right about here. Looks good. And we'll probably fast forward time. It's supposed to get a little bit warmer here as the day goes through and the snow will melt. Then we can spread the lime down. It'll be kind of hard to see where we've been. Going to overlap a little bit here, but not much I can do about it. So the rye, yeah, we're probably just going to destroy the crop and replant. It was a good idea to put some corn in here. And maybe since the pigs are going to require a lot, yeah, I may have to put corn in a lot of the fields. We do got wheat in already, so the wheat can be used, of course, for the birds and the pigs. We do have some trees to our left, but they look like mostly American elms and maybe a couple of pine trees, spruce trees. So, you know, if I need a little bit of cash, I could always cut down the trees and get those delivered. And we'll overlap here a little bit. So soil sampling will be done. Oh yeah, and I got to drop off the spreader in order for me to send the soil samples in, because keybind, got duplicate keybinds there. So let's go ahead and, yep, we'll send those in. And while we're waiting for that, let me go ahead and raise this up, fold it on up so we don't have any issues of accidentally taking another sample. So we go from a potential yield of 64% as we wait for the samples to get analyzed. So just by doing soil sampling, we go from 64% up to 85%. But we can see the lime value is bad, and of course nitrogen is bad. But we'll go ahead and take care of that in just a moment. Let me speed up some time here. Kind of waiting for the snow to melt. "31 degrees out. 32. Oh, I probably should check on the store. A Mack Anthem truck for only $38,000. Oh, that's really tempting, but I don't think we need the truck as of yet. Is the snow gonna melt? Oh yeah, I probably should double check on, did I feed the chickens this morning? I think I did. Not yet, I haven't. Yeah, the pigs, their trough is almost completely full. And the sheep are doing fine. Alright, we can keep on speeding up some time here. As for contracts, yeah, just that field there. 37. It looks like the snow is kind of melting. There might have been a few layers there. Alright, now we can see where we need to be. Let's slow down times to ×2. Let's see how wide this working width we are. Perfect. Alright, somewhere in this general area. And we'll get the lime taken care of. I also need to do the grass field as well. But if I need to top off, I'll head on down to the store. We got one of those Omatana huts at the store we can buy directly from. Neighbor will get a little bit of extra lime there. Yeah, so all those trees kind of in front of us, I could cut down and expand the field a little bit, but maybe I'll do that next season. The one thing I'm not doing crop rotation on this map, am I? I don't think I'm doing crop rotation on any map currently. No, we're all set. So technically I can keep just planting corn in the same field over and over and over again. It's not going to affect us in that stage as it was like an oceanside forest. Go Crest Valley. I do like crop rotation, but for the two series I'm doing, I just didn't see, especially on Hills of Tuscany, we're going to be doing a lot of root crop harvesting on that one, and that will just tank the yield over and over by doing root crops. Well, it's taking a lot of lime, but this field probably hasn't been taken care of ever with lime. Maybe it has, I don't know. But it feels good to have another field on the farm. Yeah, I should be looking at another field and maybe get another grass field. If I'm going to be doing cows on this map, another grass field will be needed. We're going to head down to the store, buy some more lime, and let's get this field taken care of. Just realized that this is going to be the first field that I purchased with where the field has these, what I'm driving on. I forgot what they're called again already. But they're there to pretty much help drain the water and also stop corrosion or erosion. Not corrosion. Erosion of the soil. So like if the whole field was kind of like bare and didn't have crop into it and it rains, you're going to get like runoff, and that soil there with grass in is supposed to help reduce that as well. I'm wondering if I should just plow that in and plant the crop. Now, another thing I'm also wondering is there is a crop in the field. When I come in and replant, I wonder if the stage of lime is going to be reduced by 1 because I don't know how precision farming works on this, but it'll be like it'll have like one crop into it, and by me removing that crop and adding another, I wonder if it considers it as being like harvested or somehow. Not too sure if that's going to be the case or not. Well, there we go. Now we're starting to get a little bit better numbers. Of course, nitrogen, well, we'll take care of that when it comes time to plant. The one thing I need to see as well, I don't think it needed it before, but I'm pretty sure it does not need to be plowed. No, it doesn't. So we got everything turned on. No weeds, plowing, rolling, it's all good there. And everything else here. Yeah, we need to probably put some corn in there. So we got a field of wheat here. Of course, we got field number 37 and field number 40. Yeah, both of those. Yeah, that's been plowed and that's been harvested. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to go old corn on that or not. It's going to be a tricky one. Definitely a tricky one. Let me just double check. I think I did look at contracts for this month. Should be nothing. Yeah, just down to 1 contract. So, I think it's time to go back to the farm. Oh, I need to put lime down in the grass fields. So that'll probably take me a little bit. You know what? I'm gonna go down to the store, top off with lime, because that's definitely not gonna be enough. And we'll take care of the grass field. And then I think we'll take care of the birds, feed them, and then we're gonna zip right onto the morning of March, because we should be getting a whole bunch of contracts in March popping up. And that'll get me back to work, getting some more money on in. And then maybe, just maybe, I'm holding off on buying the See and Spot weed sprayer just because it may come up for sale. But buying that new sprayers, yep, Kubota. 28 is the widest we can get for that one there. That's fine. Capacity, yeah, we don't need that much because weed spot spraying, yes. Yeah, so it's 80 grand for that. Really expensive. Half the price is for the See and Spot weed spraying. But with that, it helps out our environmental score. And also will save us a lot on the herbicide itself. All right, let's go get the grass field done. And then, like I said, we can feed the birds. Get to the month of March, and I can see what's available for contracts so I can get done in between episodes. Bring a little bit of money in. Hopefully, of course, I'm just looking for plowing and fertilizing contracts. Maybe a drilling contract, just on the bigger fields. Just help us bring a little bit more cash in. Get, you know, the Voltros here to fertilize, almost a Lamborghini. The Landini is for plowing, and I could use the 1000, the Fendt 1000 for drilling. Let's go around this fence. I hope with the American Falls update, whenever it does come, that the fences kind of... I'm starting to, get a little bit better at missing the fences. Oh, I should also mention there will be another update for the Stone Valley on PC. Nothing major, so no new save required on that, as I did read in the post. But once again, as I stated in the beginning of this episode, American Falls will get updated once Stone Valley passes the console test on Giants. So I expect the premium expansion, like the veggies, to be added on here. Now the question is, will I do veggies on here? Possibly. I guess all depends on the pigs, in a sense. So if the pigs can have veggies as a root crop, then maybe we'll look into it and, just plant one field of veggies and we'll lease the equipment. Maybe not buy it, but lease it. But we'll see. That's going to be, I don't want to say a ways off. Maybe a couple weeks. All depends. I also did get some interesting news over the weekend. Nothing I can share currently, but I was excited to hear about it. Probably nothing I won't be able to share for months on end. Maybe like 3 months from now. But I'm pretty sure it'll be exciting once I can be able to share some information with you in the future on that. It's exciting news for me, but maybe after I announce it, some people are like, yeah, whatever. All right, and then one small little spot over here. So this little grass field here made us a good amount of money throughout the winter. That's all the silage we sold came right from here. And I think what I'm going to do, it's not going to use a whole lot, but instead of having the lime sitting around the farmyard, let's come over to here and just keep spreading it until it's all gone. This was a cornfield, of course. So I'm going to spread the lime in this field, and if I still got some left, I got our other field, which is right through there. Still got the chaff on the ground. Well, almost got the entire cornfield done. Just got to remember I did that, because if I ever come in here and check the pH value, if I'm in the spot I just did, and not check the center, it's going to read a lot better. I think it's been maybe a harvest, maybe 2. I don't know. I'll just have to try to remember that. Now the question is, do I want to have cows on here? I did see some people asking Lancy Boy about something about the cow barns here, if that issue has been addressed, and all I know is he said yes. I'm not too sure, because I haven't fooled around too much with the cow barns at all, of course, because we don't have cows here. I may just stay focused on the pigs and the sheep. Well, the sheep are pretty easy to be focused on, just keep giving them hay bales. The pigs, though, keeping up on those, yeah, we went from 6 to 55 or something like that, so that's a huge increase. Yeah, the BGA might be something to look at, because I could take the manure and bring that over there, and I could process the manure and the slurry into energy, and also get a little bit of digestate. No place to sell digestate, but I could probably put down a sell point for it, or use it, but I'm not much for one for spreading slurry and digestate. I did a little bit of that on, I think, East Vineland with the pumps and hoses pack. Drop that off. And I think we are good. Let's go ahead and... I think I got my Landini over here. And we'll have to... That's not going to be enough for them, I'm sure. Probably should make a little bit of a road through here. Oh yeah, I was thinking about putting down some solar panels, wasn't I? Over here. I didn't mention it, but I never looked at the price of solar panels. I'm pretty sure it's not going to be... it's not going to be cheap. But then again, it'll bring in some money for sure. Nope, we want... Oh, there it was. I mean, this trailer is nice for feeding the birds. Just because they only require, like, I think their feed trough's like 800 liters, maybe 900. So coming over with a big trailer and having excess amount of wheat in there. And the birds, we do make, I'd say, an okay amount of money because, yeah, we got some eggs here, which we have not sold yet. But with the enhanced animal mod, we are getting some extra birds. Even though the pen's full, they do have offspring, and they get sold directly after that. So I do make a little bit of profit off of the extra amount of birds that we're getting. Like, it's not a whole lot, but it does offset some of our loan that we have, $300,000 loan. Alright, so all the animals should be all set. Alright, so yeah, they got enough water. Their food is looking good for the lambs, the sheep, the pigs. They got a decent amount of straw, so when you get solid manure, we're getting some more slurry. Their health is good, and the chickens we just fed, so they're all good. So let's go ahead and we're just going to zip on through the rest of the month of February because nothing to do here. We'll sleep through. We'll check the store, and then I'll check some contracts. And yeah, I don't know if I'll be planting doing any farm work for ourselves in the month of March. Corn can't not be planted till April, but I'll double check on that here in just a second. So you can see all those sold animals. Like I said, not a whole lot. Those are chickens being sold. All right, let me check the store first while I'm thinking about it. A header and a pickup truck. Okay, so nothing that we're looking for there. And then on some contracts, fertilizing, sowing for $132,000. Oh, sugar cane. Of course it's sugar cane. I don't believe our drill can do sugar cane. That requires a special drill, I do believe. I'll double check here. No. But there was another contract there sowing sugarcane. Of course. I was looking at these contracts, I'm like, those are not bad contracts, but they're both for sugarcane. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. So, corn, I do believe that's April, right? Corn, yeah, April. We'll have to lease a planter for that. So, not that big of a deal. We can definitely afford it. So, yeah, probably we'll be zipping right on to the month of April. Unless some more contracts come up, but our little piglets will grow on up. Oh, yeah, someone did mention a little while ago, are these collectibles? Yes, these are collectibles. A wagon here, and there it is. I assume that's going to be... Actually, that's a cow. You can see the little udders underneath it. Not a pig. But there are a couple of collectibles here. No, I don't collect collectibles. Haven't for a very long time. I have collected one here to see how much they were worth, and I don't remember how much they are worth. I want to say maybe 1,000. Yeah, but that's what the collectibles are. But anyways, I'm going to slowly zip through the month of March, see if any contracts come up. And if not, then next episode will be April, and we'll get to planting some corn, especially down in our rye field. We're going to convert that over because rye does us no good. And then the other two fields, probably I'll plant corn in one, and maybe the other one, I don't know. I'll have a good hard think about it, and I'll decide. And also, in the meanwhile, I'll also figure out what to spend our money on next, other than, of course, the See and Spot weed sprayer, which we will get. And Yeah, there was something else I was thinking about, and I forgot what it was already, but it'll come back to me later on. But anyways, that's where we're going to wrap it up for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always, and I'll catch you again right here in American Falls. But until then, have a good one.